Oh, don't I just look so wonderful? No. Vlogging in here because the sun is going down and it's like, no! Light, I need you! My indoor lights suck. So, I saw the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who in theatres. I saw it on TV previously. By the way, spoilers. They're somewhat unavoidable if you haven't watched it yet and you want to avoid spoilers. Why are you on the internet at all? It's silly. Okay, so straight off, it was amazing. Oh man, I arrived and there were so many nerds. They were just everywhere and it was amazing. Yes, these are my people. And there was young and old, there was teenagers, there was like elderly people, and you could see that some people there were parents, but you're like, yeah, you're not here to accompany the children, you've just brought the children with you because this is totally your thing. You have been watching Doctor Who for ages and this is your thing. But like most of the people were actually young. So it's hilarious because we walked in and like the ads started playing before the movie and it's things for like home loans. They've really got the target demographic down so well. It was great because it came on, it's like this Doctor Who symphony will be performing all these wonderful songs and everyone's like, oh, that looks cool. And it says only in Melbourne and Sydney, and collectively the entire Perth audience went, oh. It was great. Well, it was terrible because I don't get to go, but it's like this moment of solidarity of like, another thing that doesn't come to Perth. Swish. Got into a sonic screwdriver fight with a bunch of small children and they won because they outnumbered me. Unless you like physically beat them with one, like kids win. Kids win all fantasy battles. Front row, by the way, is terrible and you should never ever sit in the very front row off to the side in a cinema. I had to because it was like, I forgot to buy tickets really quickly. So the 3D looked fine on the side that I was, but the further you looked in the other direction, the more it sort of split into like two things that were just laid on top of each other and it looked weird. I was at the front and I looked back and half a dozen sonic screwdrivers greeted me in the darkness, glowing as they recognized it and were like, yes, we've got one too. It was great, like some friend for friend brought a small child. We had a little bit of a sonic screwdriver battle and it was just like, adorable. Adorable young new generation of Whovians. Everyone, old and new, here to celebrate the 50th anniversary, which was good, by the way. I actually honestly liked it. Moffat didn't screw it up. I was like, Moffat's gonna screw it up, Moffat's gonna screw it up, But no. Goes dark, the trailers start. I say, I am so turned on right now. It was so cool. It was cool. It wasn't overblown. It was great. It made sense. It actually explained itself. And there were lovely classic Doctor Who references, like the decision to make the opening title the first Doctor opening title. Brilliant. And then the Totter's Lane sign. By the way, if you shine these in someone's eye in the middle of a very dark cinema, it hurts. Don't do that. There's bringing back the Zygons and just things. When Clara was talking to John Hurt, like in the background, I saw the mask of one of the clockwork figures from the episode The Girl in the Fireplace. And it was just, there was just bits and pieces here and there and the photos of all the classic companions. But the end, right? The end. He saves Gallifrey, right? So what this means is that he can go back. And for all you classic fans, that's distracting, for all you classic fans, you'll know that in the Five Doctors, the Time Lords offer the Master a new set of regenerations if they help him. They don't really give it to him. But the thing is that they have the technology to give someone more regenerations now because the entire regeneration is taken up by a Doctor that had only screen time of one movie. I know, terrible, right? And Peter Capaldi is now the final Doctor. The series can't end with Peter Capaldi. I'm like, that's not fair. Hey, Peter, want to do this for 3 years? And then like the entire series of the most iconic sci-fi show of all time is over, I guess. Oh well, no. They're not going to let it end, especially when they have that thing. He's going to go back to Gallifrey, not as a war criminal as he was before, but as a war hero. And he is going to get new regenerations. And this is not only cool because, Doctor Who gets to continue, but that means a dozen new Doctors, which means our children get to grow up watching Doctor Who. The series is never going to die. Hopefully it'll improve. That's just great. My children get to grow up watching Doctor Who, just as I grew up watching Doctor Who and my parents grew up watching Doctor Who. That is going to be so cool. Even if you don't like the story, you must gotta love the implications of the future of the series that it gives. Plus Tom Baker. Thank you, Stephen Moffat, for not screwing it up. So that was fun, paying for something that I watched for free on TV. But the experience, the sense of, these are my people. Fun, okay? It was fun. Goodbye, YouTube.